Tonight on CTV News at 5.
I don't really like the hot weather, but I do like being able to swim.
Feel the burn. Maritimers run for cover or soak in the sizzling sun. In the groove, the stage is set for Halifax Jazz Fest.
Our goal is to eliminate all plastics that are used just so we can be much more sustainable and provide a solution that is better for everyone.
And it's in the bag. SMU students transform seaweed into plastic.
More heat and humidity tomorrow with the added risk of thunderstorms for parts of New Brunswick.
Live.
And welcome to CTV News at 5. I'm Maria Panopalis. Thanks for joining us. First at 5 tonight, too hot to handle. That's how many Maritimers feel about this smoldering stretch of weather. As CTV's Stephanie Seco shows us, while some seek shelter from the skyrocketing temperatures and humidity, others made the choice to feel the burn today. And Stephanie, you're one of them. You were out there.
That's right. It was quite hot out here today, Maria, and whether it was making a splash at the beach or a lot of people were out enjoying the ocean air along the waterfront, Maritimers were looking for ways to cool down. On a day when it felt near 40 with the Humidex, many Maritimers flocked to the beach.
Well, I don't really like the hot weather, but I'm embracing it and spending my time in the water to cool off.
I get to go to the beach, and we're setting up a pool today.
These cousins tried to make the most of their summer vacation despite the soaring temperatures.
Coming here to swim, and I'm visiting some of my family.
Along the Halifax waterfront, this couple from Cole Harbour took a break from the sun.
Hoping it would be cooler over here, but not really. Looking for shade all the time.
It's fantastic. I just love this. I enjoy it. Great weather.
For those unable to get out of the humid weather, there is some relief at North Park Street Transition Shelter.
We have water, cold water, we have juices, we have sandwiches. We'll give them treats. We have popsicles and ice cream, and just so that they can cool and get out of the heat.
In times of severe weather, like a heat warning, North Park opens to the public to make sure those in need have a place to cool down.
We don't want people to get sick, like especially the seniors that are, you know, they're in their 70s and they're out here on the street, and so we want them to come in and cool off. And they can just walk in and the staff will see them and they'll welcome them.
Back at Albro Lake Beach, the swimmers make a splash, even if they'd rather have slightly cooler temperatures.
You can go swimming, you can do a bunch of fun stuff.
I don't really like the hot weather, but I do like being able to swim, and we're able to do a lot more than if it's cold.
During this heat, North Park Street Transition Shelter will be open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in order to ensure people can get out of the sun during the hottest parts of the day. Maria.
Thank you, Stephanie. Your turn to get out of the sun now and come inside to cool off. That actually also brings us to our web poll. We are asking, how do you beat the heat when temperatures soar? Your options are, I head to the beach or pool, or I stay inside as much as possible. And your final option, I don't beat it. I embrace it. Just go to ctvnewsatlantic.ca to weigh in, and of course to see the latest poll results. All right, let's head over to the anchor desk where Todd Battis is standing by with a look at the headlines.
Hi, Maria. It's been almost 2.5 months since the disappearance of the Sullivan siblings from their home in Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia. Today, the RCMP revealed thousands of video files and hundreds of tips have been reviewed. Coming up at 6, we'll hear more about the investigation and how people are feeling in the area. Horizon Health's 4 regional hospitals in New Brunswick have been given the go-ahead to bump patients with no medical reason to remain in acute care beds to the top of the list for long-term care beds. It comes after the health network asked for special critical state admission status from the province. We'll tell you more about this in the newscast. More controversy over Halifax's bike lanes tonight. The Canadian Taxpayers Federation is calling for the city to put the project on hold. The group says the costs are soaring, and they've heard from hundreds of people who are worried about congestion and costs. We'll talk about that in the newscast. Right now, let's talk to Kalen Mitchell. We can confirm this has been a record-breaking day.
That's right. We're going to be taking a more detailed look at it on CTV News at 6, but we did have record-setting high temperatures today for all 3 maritime provinces. Additionally, just past the 5 p.m. hour, this is Atlantic time, of course. So far on Environment Canada monitored weather stations, Bathurst, the airport at Bathurst, has had the hottest temperature in the country today, at 33.9 degrees. That's being rounded up to 34 here on this temperature map. You can see that many other parts of the Maritimes, though, heading into the early evening, holding on to temperatures in the high 20s and low 30s. And then there's the humidity on top of that. So talking about humidex values here, many parts of the Maritimes feeling between 35 and 39, and some communities actually feeling closer to 40, including in and around the Ketchum-Cushik Park area in the interior of the southwest of Nova Scotia, as well as around St. Stephen and Fredericton in New Brunswick. Only a little bit of a wind to stir that hot and humid air around, a little bit variable in direction around the region, mostly sustained between 10 and 20 kilometers per hour. We are getting a few gusts reported up around 30 kilometers per hour. One a little bit higher currently around Bathurst, closer to 50. As we take a look at things on radar and satellite, not a lot is showing up, at least immediately, but as we look a little bit further towards the north and the west of us, there is an area of some showers and some thunderstorms along weak weather fronts over the Gaspé Peninsula and through Quebec and parts of the St. Lawrence River Valley. That front actually dips a little bit further into the Maritime region, into northern areas of New Brunswick for tomorrow, and that'll bring a risk of thunderstorms for that part of the Maritimes coming up on Thursday. In the meantime, though, we have heat warnings that continue across the region. It's going to be a very warm, muggy night, more hot weather tomorrow, and Maria, all the details of that a little bit later on.
Excellent. Thank you, Kaylin. We will see you a little later on. Right now, though, festival season is in full swing. The TD Halifax Jazz Fest is officially underway, and that is exactly where we find CTV's Katie Kelly, who is on the grounds ahead of a big show tonight. Hi, Katie.
Hello, Maria. I got to tell you, whoever came up with the marketing for this year's TD Halifax Jazz Festival, which is the hottest week of the summer, must have been psychic or something, because that's exactly what it is. It is beautiful down here on the Halifax waterfront. I'm standing in front of the TD main stage where things kicked off last night. It was packed here last night, and it's going to be packed here again tonight because there is a free show headlining Adam Baldwin. This is a free show. There were VIP tickets available. They are now sold out, so it's free on a first-come, first-served basis. So you got to get down here quick if you do want to come see the show tonight. Aquaculture is opening for Adam. They are doing sound check and setting up right behind me right now. And there are going to be shows here all week, including a lot of free shows. So if you come during the day, there's all kinds of artists as well as local artists. So definitely come check out the TD Halifax Jazz Festival this week. This isn't the only venue. There's venues across the city, including the Carlton, a new venue this year with the Lighthouse Arts Center. You can go online for all of the details, or you can stick around because I'm going to be speaking with the festival's executive director very shortly with a preview of what you can expect for the rest of the week. Maria.
And what are you looking most forward to, Katie? You have anybody in mind that you just can't miss their show?
Okay, so one half of Outcast is going to be here on Saturday.
Yeah.
Big Boy. This is his only Canadian stop, so that is a show not to miss here on Saturday night, Maria.
All right, we'll see you in just a little bit on the other side of this break, Katie. Thanks so much. CTV's Katie Kelly in Halifax for us this evening. Also ahead, we'll tell you how SMU students are turning seaweed into plastic bags. It's pretty interesting. And find out how to win 2 tickets to the Archie 4th Annual Celebrity Golf Tournament. That and so much more is still ahead. We'll be right back.
It's time to register your rig for the Special Olympics 2025 convoy. Get your crew together and participate in this day of fun for a great cause. The 14th annual convoy rolls through Dartmouth October 4th. Big rigs, big hearts, big results.
Welcome back. Thousands will turn out this week for one of the Maritime's most beloved summer traditions, the TD Halifax Jazz Festival. CTV's Katie Kelly is there live with a preview of what makes this year extra special. Hi, Katie.
Hi, Maria, you're right. It is such a special year, and no one knows that better than Tennille Goodspeed. She is the executive director at the TD Halifax Jazz Festival. How are you, my love?
Hot.
Well, you called it. You said it would be the hottest week of the summer.
I think I cursed us a little bit with that one, but you know what? We'll take it. It's beautiful, it's sunny, and we're just waiting for the people.
Yes. And you had those people last night. It looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Tell me about the show. It was great.
It was awesome. First time at the Lighthouse Arts Center, and it was packed. Femi Kuti and the Positive Force were absolutely a force.
Oh, amazing. Okay, and tonight, this is also going to be huge. Adam Baldwin hitting that TD main stage. Of course, Aquaculture opening, and then Adam is going to have his band, the Jenny Wren, so it's just going to be an all-around great show. But what's cool about this is that it's free to the public. Are you expecting a major crowd tonight?
Oh, we know Adam's going to bring them out, right? So we're expecting a big crowd down here, and that's one of the things that we love to do is offer free, incredible music for our community, and this is the night. So we want people to come down, we want them to enjoy, and there's lots of other free stuff happening, so don't stop at just tonight.
Right. So speak a little bit more about that. Is it true 70% of the programming is free?
I know. It's kind of an incredible number. I am a little shocked by it myself, but all of our daytime programming is free, so we're open 11 to 3 every single day here down on the TD main stage. Then we've got 3 nights over at the Hydrostone, so sorry, 1 night, 2 days. Then we've also got free programming in the libraries and over at the local. I mean, can you ask for any more?
I don't know that you could. It's amazing. In terms of this big main stage, so we've got Adam Baldwin tonight, but you've got a lot of big names throughout the week.
Yeah, it's an incredible lineup. They're all ticketed shows every other night, but we've got Iron and Wine, we've got the Decemberists, Big Boy, also known basically as Outcast, I would like to remind folks. And then, of course, St. Vincent. And some really, really great openers as well. Goldie Boutillier, Sarah Harmer, some local folks with Leanne Hoffman, King Woos, and Jupiter Rain.
How are you keeping this all together? You're nailing it, girl.
Thank goodness. I mean, don't go too much longer than this. I might start losing the thread.
But that is a stellar lineup and so much reason to bring people out. It's so cool. And how many people are involved in this in general? I mean, like, there must be a ton of volunteers and just how many musicians in general throughout the whole week?
Yeah, thanks for asking. So there's probably over 80 musicians. 58 of them are Canadian, 50 from right here at home, which is incredible. And then when it comes to staff, we've got 300 volunteers, to which, you know, huge applause to them. It's really how we get it going. And then there's, you know, probably about 40 staff who are here on site making it all come together.
Well, thank you for all you do, because this is huge for the community. I know this festival's been around for you know, close to 40 years at this point, and it really truly does make a big impact.
Thank you, Katie. Yeah, 40 years next year, and we want to keep it going for another 40, so come on out.
If people need info, they want to know details, they want to know, can I bring my kid? Which events are free? I take it, you know, go to the website and everything is going to be available there.
You got it, HalifaxJazzFestival.ca.
Awesome. Well, Tennille, it's always so much fun doing this every year. Just real quick, what show are you looking forward to the most?
Big Boy, obviously.
Why are we all saying that? It's so cool because it's his only Canadian show. And I don't know if, like, I think it's important that you do say that he's from Outcast, because if people just hear Big Boy, maybe they might not know. But this is huge. Saturday night Big Boy here on the main stage, part of Outcast. Who doesn't love Miss Jackson?
That's what I'm saying. Hey, everybody wants to come shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Right? Okay, we're leaving it at that, Tennille. So good to see you. We will chat again soon. Happy Jazz Fest.
Thank you.
Here's Kaylin.
Thank you, Katie. The only thing hotter than the weather, the musical acts. And it was hot and humid across the region for today, including in St. John, where the groundhog, instead of looking for a shadow, was looking for a little bit of shade to hang out in. I'll have more on the forecast after the break.
On behalf of Farmer Choice Canada, we'd like to donate $40,000 to Christmas Daddies.
Well done. A good time was had by all at Glen Arbor Golf Course at Hammonds Plains, Nova Scotia. 168 golfers raised, as you just saw, $40,000 for Christmas Daddies. In 22 years, that brings the grand total of funds raised by Farmer Choice to just over $680,000 for the Christmas Daddies Telethon. And a reminder, the 62nd annual Christmas Daddies Telethon is slated for Saturday, December 6th on CTV. We're already counting down to that one, Kaylin. Thinking about Christmas in July.
That's right. Was that today?
That was today, and I'm pretty sure
cow, those brave golfers.
They were sweating out there.
Were there any cold drink sales supporting the supporting the golf tournament.
I bet it was a record breaker.
Yeah, I bet that would have done really, really well. Let's take a look at our sunrise and sunset times, and we're going to go to Victoria Park in the Truro area. And it was a hot, humid day today. A few people out there, though, for a walk. I'm sure a lot of people were out there enjoying this hot weather today, hopefully just taking some breaks to cool down and staying hydrated, of course. Taking a look at our weather systems map, barometric pressure about middle of the road. We're in between a couple of weather systems now. The one I'm kind of turning my attention to as we work our way into the forecast for tomorrow is this weak low pressure system and a couple weather fronts with it. It's that system that's triggering some thunderstorms in the hot and humid air around parts of the St. Lawrence River Valley in Quebec and parts of the Gaspé Peninsula as well. That front dips down a little bit further into the Maritimes for tomorrow, northern areas of New Brunswick, and as it does so, it'll be bringing a risk of some thunderstorms with it. Now, as we take a look at things on radar right now, we can see that there's no precipitation really showing up around the Maritime region. There's still a low chance of maybe a spotty shower popping up and then dissipating quite quickly around interior areas of Nova Scotia. And then the thunderstorm activity you can see up there is around the Gaspé Peninsula in through Quebec. As we move through tonight, it is going to be a very warm and muggy night. There will be some fog developing. Fog will be most widespread, thickest like the last couple of nights around parts of the coastline, especially the Bay of Fundy coastline in New Brunswick and southwestern coastal areas of Nova Scotia. Like the past couple of days, though, as we move from Thursday morning into Thursday afternoon, that fog dissipating and retreating to the coast. A bit more of a mix of sun and cloud expected in general from the Maritime region on Thursday. And beginning around the mid-afternoon, that's when the risk of thunderstorms will start through northern areas of New Brunswick. Though that risk of thunderstorms will extend into Thursday evening and even Thursday night. Now, typically, I would expect thunderstorm activity to start winding down by around the mid to late evening hours. But because we've had so much heat and humidity build in this week, I do think there is potential for some of those thunderstorms to be ongoing a little bit later into the nighttime hours. Hazards with any thunderstorms on Thursday where they do occur, they could become stronger. They could include strong local wind gusts and the potential for heavy downpours that could contribute to some instances of flash flooding. Winds in the forecast for tomorrow, a little bit breezier than today. So at least the winds pick up a little bit. It'll stir this sort of very warm, humid air around a little bit more. Fairly widespread gust, 20 to 40 kilometers per hour. Wind direction still out of the southwest. Lows in the forecast for tonight, most low temperatures 16 to 20 degrees. But with the humidex, it is still going to be feeling into towards the mid to high 20s, even as our temperatures cool down. Highs in the forecast for tomorrow, still for many parts of the Maritimes, high 20s and low 30s. Again, temperatures more moderate around the Atlantic coastline of Nova Scotia, parts of the Bay of Fundy coastline in New Brunswick. They will also cool, of course, if a thunderstorm happens to move through your community in parts of the west and north of New Brunswick. In the forecast for Friday, there'll be a chance of a shower with the risk of a thunderstorm for both Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia. Humidity will fall across the Maritimes Friday into Saturday time frame. All right, let's take a look at our weather watcher for tonight. And tonight's weather watcher is from 8-year-old Lexi Harris from Salisbury, New Brunswick. Lexi has sent us a drawing of a bunny out in the rain. Hopefully not a thunderstorm, though. Thank you, Lexi. And weather watchers can come in anytime to CTV Weather Watchers, P.O. Box 1653, Halifax, Nova Scotia, B3J2Z4, or email kaylin.mitchell@bellmedia.ca. Maria.
Thank you, Kaylin. All right, time for another break here on CTV News at 5. But when we come back, we're in the lab for this story.
Hi, I'm McConvey here at St. Mary's University, and coming up on CTV News at 5, engineering students are working together to replace plastic using a compostable alternative, seaweed. I'll have more on that coming up.
Mornings with Aaron and Peter. Weekdays at 7, you can win $1,000 with the $1,000 Minute.
10 questions in 60 seconds to win, and you can get the answer to question number 10 on our podcast.
Welcome back. CTV has teamed up with the world's oldest basketball project to bring you the Celebrate the Court contest. The prize pack includes 2 tickets to the Archie 4th Annual Celebrity Golf Tournament, 3 nights at the Algonquin Resort, a helicopter flight, tickets to the world's oldest basketball court open house, and so much more. To enter, go to ctvatlantic.ca and follow the contest prompt, or scan the QR code on your screen right now. You can enter once per day until Saturday at 5. The winner will be announced on July 25th. Good luck, everybody. On to our final story now. A team of St. Mary's University students are working to get rid of single-use plastic. And as CTV's Emma Convey shows us, they're using a plentiful seat product to bring their innovative idea to life.
Find a way where we can get this to be much more uniform.
Sherrier Khan and his team are busy in the lab at St. Mary's University, testing new products that could eliminate single-use plastics.
The purpose behind this is to create something from, out of locally found materials like seaweed and create a plastics that can be used and naturally composed.
An idea that started a year ago when Khan was in his final year at SMU. Now the project has blossomed into a startup, Alagi.
Combine it so that this would have the feel of this, but properties of these.
Now creating soft and flexible films and eventually hard and rigid plastics, all compostable.
We are testing it for stuff like durability, barrier properties, and then we would apply for certifications such as compostability and food safe, and we're looking to have that in before the end of this year.
Bioplastic bags are their first product and will be ready to hit the market in a few months. But the end goal is much bigger.
We are targeting for the food packaging industry to remove plastics that are used in the single-use plastics industry, such as wrapping sandwiches, wrapping seafood and meat.
A team effort and a chance for younger students to gain new skill sets.
When it's in the beaker, it's like all liquid, and then the second you pour it onto the tray, it gels. So like you can come back 10 seconds later and peel it off, and it's like an actual film, which is super cool.
An opportunity to work on trailblazing research, especially with the project's global recognition.
We're part of the HALT competition, so we are the top 22 teams in the world to be selected out of 15,000 that participated, and we're going to London, UK with my teammates Vishali and Tyler to participate for $1 million US.
They also just won the National Enactus competition, heading to Thailand for their World Cup this fall.
A chance to have an impact on the lives of the people after us, the next generation, and to help make science better.
A homegrown idea with its sights set on solving the world's plastic problem. Emma Convey, CTV News, Halifax.
Thank you, Emma. So smart, from seaweed to sandwich wrap.
That will be a versatile solution.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people looking for versatile solutions to the heat today.
To cool down maybe a little bit. Yeah, it's still going to be hot and humid for many parts of the Maritimes for tomorrow. Also keeping track of some record-setting high temperatures today, and I'll have an update on that coming up on CTV News at 6.
Excellent. We'll see you and Todd at 6 o'clock. Of course, Katie will be back as well at the Halifax Jazz Festival this evening, so you'll see her as well. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a lovely night. I'll see you tomorrow. The national news follows.